We're a local group of 4 people. We just had, my son just had to go to work at either 2 o'clock. If we had finished at 1, he would have been in. Main thing he did was surveys for us. We stayed focused on a number of key things, but we give me a second to.
I can't even see the screen.
Can we turn the lights off?
Sorry, can we just wait till he's ready?
If you insist that I turn off the lights, I can.
It's just because we're on a tight schedule, getting the teams in and out.
Can you try shutting off the lights then?
All right.
I mean, you can probably do that too.
Okay, can you all see it? Okay.
Can you try that way?
There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. What we built is something that leads to, and we hope is part of a bigger picture, but we built very usable product to meet several key issues that we feel address all 5, completely satisfy all 5 of the challenges as written, and also satisfy the other qualities that were commissioned that we were in order to attempt to build in, such as privacy that wasn't even put into the 5 commissions. The major key function of what we're doing is a database, which we looked at different options. We settled on a data warehouse type data mart, where we have a periodic download from all participating municipalities into a database built with MySQL, written and front end was written in PHP, and that key function is reflected in a search bar on the front. And we have some artwork that we put on there. We want people to be comfortable and not have it be a grim, serious thing like CaseNet. If you go to CaseNet, that's an intimidating thing to do. We put some artwork, and we also try to keep a simple search bar so that, we had a lot of information to put on the first page because we wanted to keep it to 2 pages. But the key function is to be able to pull up tickets and warrants so people can find out what kind of problems they have. Have you done the search?
Enter the name, just click the search button, takes us
A few seconds. Okay, everything that we're dealing with a person named Wanda, and everything that she needs to know is there. Wanda's problem was that she needed to know how to pay, possibly online, and so once this pulls up, our information, our detail page that has all of her information has 5 options for her to execute on the spot. The first one is to go pay online. That's number 1, the simplest, easiest, and quickest for somebody that has a card. We'll have a card option. We just go right to PayPal for demonstration purposes, where you can use a card also. The second function is to do a call-in. So the call-in number is there. If somebody wants to try it, it works. And that, we actually just put my number, but we're running short on time, so we won't demonstrate that. But we have call-in that is tied into the First Tech IVR system. So they can call into First Tech IVR. First Tech is we found First Tech, and we're working with them on they do more receipts of payments than anyone else in St. Louis anyway. And the VJ there is very cooperative, very helpful, and was able to show us how we would get set up if it takes time to actually set it up so you can go, so you can call in or pay on specific locations. We took care of Wanda, number 1, because she was able to pay online or call in, because that was her concern, is to find out where her ticket was. Her information was pulled up by the database. She made the call or paid it online. That challenge, we feel, is satisfied. Second challenge was very similar. She needed a database. Oh my God, I'm just kidding.
What are the rest of those 5 things?
Oh, okay. The things we have on those 5 pages, we have a walk-in. Somebody can go to any Schnucks, or we have a store locator that works, and anyone can go to a Schnucks, Deerberg's, Shop and Save, anywhere that they pay, and we'll have the volunteer page, please. We also have a volunteer page that is something that is an attractive volunteer page that can be used with approval from the court as a means of community service. And it's part of a bigger picture, so the volunteer page is a very good way of somebody being able to, that actually satisfies number 3, where she does a lot of volunteer work and was short on money. Number 5 helps person number 4. First of all, she was concerned about a warrant. That's satisfied by the database. She also had a hardship situation, so we have 2 other functions to help her. One is that button number 5 is a request. It pulls up a message that is sent to a variety of charities. Those charities are can consider helping her specifically. She also needed to get to work and was driving with suspended plates. So back on the first page where all of our information pages are listed, there's a link directly. It's under hardship. It links her directly with the state of Missouri for their LP, limited driver privilege site. So we connect her with that site. She follows their rather detailed instructions, but she can get a hardship license, and she will be able to drive with our advice on how to get help from the people that do. Back on page 1, the court clerk, who is quite interested in a variety of information, we have interactive maps showing all the courts. We have all of the, we have a static file that shows SB 5 compliance. There are 9 different categories that cities have to comply with. We show, by the way, Senator Eric Schmidt was going to try to be part of our presentation team this afternoon. He couldn't make it. I got a text from Matt Panic yesterday, and he wasn't able to join us. That really would have slowed us down because I talk too much anyway.
So no, quick question on that. So is there a place, because we're talking about SB 5 compliance too, that there's like a key, like analytics of sort of everything of what's happening? And maybe
we have two buttons relevant to SB 5 on our front page. And we kept it to 2 pages for the underserved that aren't good at scrolling through things and aren't like the geeks at this event. So we kept it very simple. The 2 things for SB 5 are a list of the 9 requirements and some other information related to SB 5, but there are 9 requirements that became effective on, last month.
August 28th.
28th, thank you, that they have to comply with. We took a list of all the courts in the county and made it a static list. We assumed that for the first couple of weeks they're all in compliance until it seeks otherwise. So we didn't go check them all, but we have a static list of who's in compliance. There's a lot of other good information on there that the court clerk seeking data. We have comparisons of net income versus, we have data involving disbursements. We have data involving percentages. We have about half a dozen pure informational buttons on the front page of interest to someone like the court clerk or of interest to the public. We have maps of the courts. We have an interactive map, and we have a list next to the interactive map of every court in St. Louis County with their address and when they meet. And so it's a complete set of information for somebody that wants to get to court. We also have a button that we had a technical, it's the only thing that doesn't work. We have 2 copies of the Better Together map with the flags of the courts. One of them was supposed to be a request for email reminders, so that 1 week out and 1 day out, we can send her an email reminder, you have court on the 17th. So that's a request that they can make to us. We will automatically generate those emails twice to them. And we decided not to send them one if they miss court. You blew it, we're gonna leave that alone. So there's a lot of other information, and there's a lot of other